my talk at the Master's Program of the Political Science, I wanted to emphasize on a few things. First, I demonstrated the potential of the interdisciplinary approach to history, political science, and social sciences in general. Second, I tried to show that historical research is not abstract but as real as the reality we live in, and to understand the actors' motives, we have to take into consideration a whole variety of factors. In the same way we would do try to understand motives of a person we have just talked to. Third, I hope to attract attention to the regions of the Central and Eastern Europe and Eurasia that are somewhat overlooked in the curriculum here for a number of reasons, such as historical, economic, and geographical. However, a lot of similarities in the development of various processes in Latin America and the regions of the Central and Eastern Europe and Eurasia make it worth studying this region more profoundly and even developing a more vivid cooperation with its academic institutions. Finally, I try to emphasize the interdependence of the world and scholarship. Soviet and later Russian and American historiography of the Soviet-American World War II relations I had the honor to talk about, developed often without realizing that they were part of the same process. This development had a form of a dialogue and in many ways even of a multi-law. They were learning about themselves through learning about the other, the conversation partner, overcoming differences that were rather national, meaning constructed, and not civilizational or genetic as it is sometimes interpreted. The failure of reaching a mutual understanding and of creating functioning relations of partnership was conditioned as a rule with the lack of true knowledge about the conversation partner, true interest and desire to understand them. With the vision of the world, including the partner's actions based on the paradigm as them, and with the reluctance to go beyond it. This worldview, based on the primacy of group identity, makes the side see partner's interests as necessarily opposite to one's own interest, and so potentially threatening, which does not let them see them as parts of the same process of pursuing the common goal, protection of one's own security and prosperity. Taking into consideration tendencies of the contemporary world development under globalization, challenges and threats the nation-states facing, it is important to reconsider the idea of nation-state and national interests, as well as the process of the dialogue, for the sake of the more efficient development of the states and societies. Historical experience and knowledge of World War II cooperation can still appear valuable, as well as experience of reconsideration of these paths and knowledge generated as a result of them.